Tired of the silence, the sugar-coated lies. Another headline screaming behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, it's starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
Grand rising to everybody here on TikTok. Man, all right. Everybody can hear me good over here. We good? We good? I am Miss Carol. Welcome in, beautiful. Thank you. Let's give it up to I am Miss Carol because she's got that number 2 gifter badge. Hey, first and foremost, thank all of you that joined in on the first 2 segments over on Rumble and on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you came over here, thank you for staying with us. And we're going to keep the party going. I think we just excited that you all can hear me, right? So we're going to get right to it. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to do 2 segments here, just like I done 2 segments over there on Rumble and YouTube, right? Adrian says, what time did you start over on YouTube? We started about 9:50, 9:51, somewhere in there. And then we got in the 2. We did 2 segments over there, and so I think I'm going to keep that format if time permits it. I'm going to keep that format. I want to be able to do 2 over there and then come over here and do 2 as well. That way we're getting everybody included because some people don't want to go over to Rumble. They don't like the platform, and I understand that. I'm not trying to force anybody to do anything. However, I will let you all know this, though. If you don't want to be on the Rumble platform, you can go and subscribe to my channel. In fact, please, I beg of you to go and follow or subscribe to my channel on YouTube, GSmooth404. And that way, you can still catch the first 2 segments that way. You don't necessarily have to come on Rumble because it's being... we're live streaming simultaneously on both platforms, so you'll be able to join us over there as well. And then you can come over here on TikTok with us, and you can get the last 2 segments. She said, you make me dizzy. Yeah. Hey, it was a wild ride, so I picked that one, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, look, let me see. I might be able to... I don't know. Let me see. I might be able to get a new one. Cause I don't want y'all to be. I don't want y'all to be dizzy like that. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. I don't know how to change it, unfortunately here. But hopefully you don't fall off from looking, right? But it's been a wild ride. If you was here yesterday and last night, man, you know we went through hell and high water to get this thing going. So that's why I wanted to stick with this. So it symbolizes the wild ride. It was the bull is wild. But so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and start with the 3rd segment. Like I said, thank you so much to those of you that joined us over on Rumble or in YouTube for segments 1 and 2. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So we're gonna go with start with segment 3, and on segment 3, Tisa Tales gets the video credit on this one, and it says, Al B. Shore says, Puffy Jacket destroyed, and destroyed is in capital letters, destroyed his book deal. Talking about Puffy Jacket destroyed Al B. Shore's book deal. Puffy Jacket's team says they're both lying. Let's find out. Let's find out. Jenny, thank you for that. Heart me. I appreciate that, bestie. Thank you.
Oh my God, you guys, what is going on between Diddy and Albie Shore? Diddy just got Albie Shore's book shut down, okay? We gotta talk about this. This is exclusive from Page Six, okay? But actually, let me read what they said. But I want to say, I blame the book's publishers for this actually happening. Because listen to this, and I know I've been one of the most skeptical people about a lot of ish that Albie Shore says out of his mouth. Why? I don't trust deadbeat dads. I don't trust deadbeat dads, and I don't trust dads where if you're like, he had to run to save his life. So you think that somebody is an abuser?
How you doing, Bessie? Let's give it up to Deb. She got that number 3 gift badge.
You think somebody's behind the murk of you, but you somehow leave your child.
Hey, Jenny, thank you for sharing out that live. I appreciate that, bestie.
That he has no blood with, that is handsome, and we know Diddy love a handsome man. You leave that degenerate to raise
Shots
him?
fired.
At what point do you say, I gotta sacrifice my life for my child? This motherfucker didn't even step in child support court. He didn't even make one effort to lift a finger to do anything to rescue Kim or his kid, but then said they were best friends before she passed away. I guess. Anyway, that's why I'm skeptical of him. But get this. Simon & Schuster puts Albie Shore's book on ice amid creative differences over Diddy. They said there's a battle over Diddy between Albie Shore. There's a battle over Diddy between Albie Shore and Simon & Schuster. The publisher had promised that the singer, who was once married to Diddy's late ex Kim Porter, would reveal dirt on Diddy in a new book, including a claim that he had something to do with him falling into a coma in 2022. But after announcing the memoir, Do You Believe Me Now? Well, if you had something to say, I would have. In May, ahead of Diddy's trial, Simon & Schuster has pulled it from its website, and they're saying project is on ice. I hope he got his advance.
Me too.
Albie Shore's lawyer, Robert J. Hampman, told Page Six that there's been creative differences over Diddy between Albie Shore and the publisher. They said Simon & Schuster wanted him to include more stuff about P. Diddy, but he didn't want to go there. Okay, he didn't want to go there. So, hold on, but he didn't want to go there.
You guys have been shows.
He hopes that it will actually work out for them. They said the book is suddenly unavailable for pre-order on Amazon, which along with Audible posted a new release date of December 31st, 2015. The page for the audio edition of the book has also been removed from Amazon entirely. Albie Shore and Diddy's history dates back to 1990, Uptown Records, they said Kim had a son, Quincy Brown, who Diddy
Jenny,
adopted.
thank you for that. I love
Let
you
me
so
just pause
much.
right
I
there.
love
This
you
is the
so
first thing, You're a
much.
deadbeat dad. You ain't
Thank you for you're awesome, because you're awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you, bestie. Did y'all hear that? That they got the book slated to come out in December of 2015. Listen, people, I'm thinking the reason why Puffy Jacket is basically blocking his book from coming out is because he's afraid that if Albie Shore's book came out, it would probably pretty much force them to open up that case, Kim Porter's case. Chrissy, thank you for that heart me. I appreciate it. Chrissy says, hey, Bessie, apologize for being MIA. My multiple sclerosis has been acting up and had me down. Hey, no apologies needed, love. No apologies needed. As long as you here now, and the only thing we pray for is that you get better. We pray that God places his healing hands on you and soothing hands on you, and that pain subsides, if it be thy will. And we thank you for being here now. Thank you so much. I think he's doing that strictly because he knows if that book comes out, the details in it that Albie Shore could possibly drop would force their hand in opening Kim Porter's unaliving. That's what I think.
didn't have to give up parental.
have to
You
open
did.
that case
You
back
had
up.
to sign adoption papers. The fact that you willingly and literally signed over your parental rights to someone that had you living in fear, didn't go to the feds, didn't go to the police, didn't even go to child support. Shut up. Okay.
Al B, we need to
They
talk
said
about
Albie's
that,
been
man.
one of Diddy's most vocal industry critics amid his trial and various ongoing sexual assault allegations. He even said in interviews promoting the book that he believes Diddy had something to do with his 2022 coma that resulted in him having a liver transplant. He also cast doubt on pneumonia being the cause of Kim's passing. His remarks about Diddy and Kim set off a media firestorm as he speculated about possible
Adrian,
ties
thank
between
you
this
for that. Hi,
life-threatening medical
friend.
crisis
Hi, friend.
and
How you
Sean
doing? Thank you for
Combs.
the. You're awesome because
Readers
you're
were
awesome.
promised
Thank
a
you.
memoir that
I
reveals
appreciate
the
that,
untold story
bestie.
of this near-death health emergency, shocking ties to Sean Combs, romance with the late Kim Porter, and extraordinary highs and life-threatening lows of being a pioneering New Jack Swing superstar.
Pause. Because hold on now. I'm putting together what she's saying. So allegedly, Al B. Shore signed over his parental rights to Puffy Jacket because he was afraid of. But in Kim Porter's alleged book, she made reference to she came in one day to see Al B. Shore and Puffy Jacket talking. And they both ended up having sexual relationships with her. And is this right? Right. Bessie said his rights. Ain't no way I'm gonna let that ish slide. Right. Bessie said that boiled egg test. I can't. Yeah, that screams boiled egg test, right, Bessie? What in the what? Marie, how you doing? How's it going, Bestie? Hey, we missed you over on YouTube and Rumble. Man. Work going good? Are you on vacation? No, you back at work, right? Okay. Hey, Jenny, can you make sure Bestie gets the information to follow us on the other platform? Listen, that's it. I don't know if you don't feel like making a Rumble account to follow us on there. You can go on my YouTube channel, subscribe there, and watch us. You know what, Bessie? I'm glad you did that. She said, no, I took the day off yesterday, mental health day. Good. You know, more people need to do that. We get so caught up in the hustle and bustle of work and forget about taking care of ourselves. And so I'm glad you had the wherewithal to know that you needed that and you took that for you. So you love yourself enough to do that. And I appreciate that.
While claiming Simon & Schuster wanted more Diddy in the tome, Hatman also told us, that's Albie's lawyer, told us he believes somebody could have interfered because they were afraid of the truth coming out. I mean, I'll say one thing about Albie Shore. I used to laugh at him being like,
I'm
oh
glad
my
you
God,
gave
Diddy
that
got people
to
everywhere.
yourself.
Until I went through the Diddy trial and I saw the way Diddy's horrible PR literally orchestrated, in my mind, all these people to come after me. All these lowlives, all these people pretending to be journalists, all these people, they orchestrated. It wasn't just me, it was a lot of people. So it is true that they try to silence voices, and they are bullies, and they are thugs.
We talked about that on shows.
Why didn't Simon Schuster publish it? He said, if someone interfered, we're going to investigate. We'll speak.
I just got in an accident.
That's a commercial. That wasn't teasing.
To a famed private eye, Bo Dilt. We're thinking of getting Bo Dilt to investigate. They said Diddy has never commented on Albie Shore's allegations, and multiple sources told us they handle him with kid gloves because he's mentally unstable. See, now this makes me think that Albie Shore is telling the truth. Now Albie Shore is mentally unstable. Okay.
She's wrong.
His lawyer
Throw a
said
shot.
he's not mentally deficient. If anyone says he's insane, come out and contact me directly so we can sue them. Again, this makes me, I waver whether he has something to say or not. But Diddy calling somebody mentally unstable, what is more mentally unstable than the way Diddy views the world and the
Yes.
way his legal team
Yes.
told the world to view?
We were just talking about this on the other platform, on Rumble and YouTube. We was just saying earlier how it's just crazy work how Puffy Jacket is saying he wants to be a DV. I forgot what platform. He wants to be a DV counselor. Like what? That don't even. How is that going to work? How can you counsel somebody that does DV when you don't even have the counseling yourself? And you are the aggressor in several DV situations. Bessie said Diddy is crazy himself. How he have the right to label anyone else? That baby, come on now. You don't cast stones when you live in a glass house. Come on.
Look at that as mental insanity, but whatever. And a love of a lifetime. Okay, so here's the thing, and it needs to be said, okay? I mean, here's the thing. I blame the book's publishers for this, okay? I think that they should have honestly known better. I'm looking at, like, I got the transcript of the first page, and you know I was going to have a book club on it, right? But what I guess they didn't realize is how much of a brazen liar that he can be sometimes, or an exaggerator, okay? I wasn't there. I can't say he was lying, but I just don't trust deadbeat dads. I think that if you will abandon your child, what else will you do, okay?
Good point.
And I think the ghostwriter might have realized that they were setting themselves up to be sued like crazy with Diddy's team. And I do think that Diddy is broke. And I think not broke, but I think he's looking to sue, not like, maybe bloggers and stuff, because, he's vindictive. But I think he would like to sue a CBS, an HBO, a Simon & Schuster to recoup some of that big money.
Then he says, why didn't anyone fact check the info first?
$10 million
Yeah,
from
you would think
the Intercontinental.
that should have been that should have been the first thing done.
And he thought he could get more money to replenish the money he paid on lawyers if he can sue big places, right? Okay.
She said Diddy's
and
pocket
here's
low
the thing.
from the
I
trial.
think for a moment, I'll be sure, if you believe he was putting 20 on 10, had
10
everyone
million?
fooled, at least to get the initial book deal.
It hurt me just to say it.
I hate having to do redemption for a deadbeat dad. And it's not just Quincy. Listen to what his other kids are saying, because they ain't have Diddy to blame, okay? But even then, okay, I'm looking through this transcript. They could have had their lawyers navigate the Kim Porter stuff, because
To your point, that's what you were saying,
Albie Shore
Bess.
does have a story to tell.
Yeah, that's
He
crazy
does.
work. 810 million. Listen,
It's a memoir.
don't care who
think
you
a
are.
lot
That
of
hurt.
people would read, and I would even do a book club about it, because don't forget, he comes from an era of hip hop where everybody knew each other, and it was like the Wild West. People were doing whatever they wanted to whoever they wanted. Okay, it's an era that a lot of people want to know about. And they want to know behind the scenes stuff of what actually went down, who was really friends, whether somebody was grimy or a good person. There's a lot of history that I think Albie Shore knows that a lot of people wanted to know. And here's the thing. We don't need to think that Diddy murked Kim Porter or Diddy murked Albie Shore for it to be a bestseller. Because the truth, even if you look at Diddy's trial, the truth of what he agreed to was so about the violence and the way he is and what he was so egregious that even getting snippets of what was going on back then, the making of a monster, how he hit it, that still would have been really, really amazing. Again, maybe Diddy didn't have anything to do with Albie Shore's death. Or maybe he did. Maybe Diddy didn't have anything to do with Kim Porter's death. Or maybe he did. But I will say, right? There's a story there, and I think Simon & Schuster dropped the ball. Again, it takes me back to the RICO and the SMEX trafficking, okay? Maybe that dumb jury didn't find him guilty of RICO, didn't find him guilty of SMEX trafficking, okay? But the fact that everybody is acting like he wasn't exposed to be an absolute
It's just Grams. How you doing? Welcome to the live.
Weirdo disgusting, violent, morally depraved animal? Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, we don't need to think that he murked Kim Porter in order to read Albie Shore's book. Just like we don't need to think that Diddy tried to murk Albie Shore to read his book. Just the behind the scenes and an honest behind the scenes about what type, like, take him to like, yeah, I was a deadbeat, but this is also what was going on. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Just even a monster
Keep it a
can
buck.
write a good book about
Keep it a
another
buck.
monster. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. Are y'all sad the book ain't coming out? I hope he self-publishes it on Amazon. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Hey, shout out to Tisa Tales on that. I agree with her. I think he should come on out with it. That part, Bessie, we know he got that. We know this. Like, this is nothing we need to even be told. We know. It's because he paid them off. Exactly. That's the only reason they shut the book deal down. By the way, y'all, let me let y'all know in on the secret. I'm drinking. You can't see it, but I'm drinking strawberry shortcake coffee, and it is that drink. It's good. It's really good. Definitely get it. Also, those are just coming in that missed the first two segments. By us simultaneously broadcasting on Rumble and YouTube, you have the ability to go on YouTube, and you don't even have to wait for me to load anything up or upload anything. This one you will. It'll take time for me to do that, but by us being live on there, you could just go immediately on my channel on YouTube, and you can see the first two segments of today's show that we did over there. It's just Grams. Thank you for you're awesome. You're awesome, my love. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Man. Jenny, you know what? Thank you for coming in and watching the wrestling show yesterday. It was great. Those who didn't tune in to Global Impact Wrestling TV, we did make our return. My daughter did good in her match. Rudy did awesome in her match. Alex and I did good in our match. So listen, if you missed it, go on YouTube and go to Global Impact Wrestling TV and check it out. It'll be two different ones. We're on part one. Pick that up. I appreciate you so much for that, bestie. She said, I had to see you and support Scott. Yo, hashtag True Podcast. You see that? That's love. That's what we build here, you know? It's just Graham says, oh, yay, I'll go watch. Thank you. Make sure you go and watch. It's just Graham. I'm going to hold you to it now. It was outstanding. It was great. Kaylin did great. I call her Rudy on here, but Kaylin did great in her match. Like I said, man, and we came back, and Alex and I put it down. Man, it was just great. And how can I forget? I don't know how I didn't even tell you all this before when I first came on here. It's Tuesday. Y'all know what that means? Episode 5 of the hottest web series, Dope Girls, airs tonight, 8 p.m. on YouTube. If you're not doing it already, go on YouTube and subscribe to Tate Redovision Films and watch your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter, Mr. Breaking News, become Stacks. Episode 5. You got time. If you haven't seen episodes 1 through 4, you can go on YouTube and check those out. In fact, we strongly encourage you to do so, because that way, tonight at 8 p.m., when episode 5 airs, you'll know what's going on. And I don't want to let the cat out the bag, but I believe Stacks gets into an altercation tonight. I'm just saying. You owe it to yourself to go and watch it now. Do we remind you, it is not kid-friendly. It is not kid-friendly, so I don't know if you need to put the kids to bed prior to do that. I don't know if you need to turn on a video game or some videos for them to watch or something in their rooms. Do that, but you cannot watch it in the room with your kids. You can. I strongly encourage you not to. So I gave you that disclaimer. Tonight, episode 5 drops. man, we working up. We working up to Jenny, boy. You know, we working up to that part. We working up to that part. I can't wait. So remember, 8 p.m. tonight. Jen, Bestie's in the building. How's it going, Jen? Welcome in. How are you doing? So that's a reminder. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, only on YouTube. Go and subscribe to Tayra Division Films. And tonight at 8 p.m., watch episode 5 of the hottest new web series, Dope Girls. All right? Like I said, your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter, I think I get into an altercation tonight. I think I'm getting into an altercation tonight. Everything goes down outside that Dro concert, Young Dro concert. So you want to tune in. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it at all. Thank you for that Let 'Em Cook. I appreciate that, Jen. Thank you for the chilies. Bestie, you rock. Thank you so much. Don't forget those. You can go over on YouTube as well. Subscribe to my channel, G Smooth 404. You can catch segment 1 and 2 that we did earlier, right? It's already there. So after the show, you can immediately go and do it. And like I said, I'll do some production on this, and then I'll have that put on my YouTube channel as well later on. Now, let's segue into segment number 4 and final. Let's put them 4s in the air, right? This is from our man's Murad Morali, and it says, Major Diddy Christina Korum lawsuit shock filing. I don't know. That's already sound like it's got a lot to go. It's got a lot going on already. Oh, that is so nice. Thank you for the tiny track. That was beautiful, Jen. That looks about like me trying to ride the bike too. Thank you. Let's see what's going on. Now, we've been saying lawsuits still coming out. Even after the trial. We said it. But now, KK has been allegedly mentioned in one. Let's see. I'm trying to tell you, people, it's not too late for these people to start praying. They start repenting. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, I think it was 70. I do believe it's 70, Bessie.
Big legal updates, guys, have come in today in regards to a major P. Diddy lawsuit. Are you
leaving? Okay, have a great day, Jen. Thank you for dropping in. You got to let me know when you're going live, too, so I can come join your live. Make sure you do that. Whenever you go live, if you don't mind, will you please send me an invite so I can come join? I love you so much. Thank you, Bestie. Thank you for the roses and the heart puff. Thank you. Thank you for the tiny dinies. I'm telling y'all, I love this woman right here. I love this woman. Like, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I am. Thank you for that. I love you so much because I love you so much, Jen. Thank you so much. Remember, your presence is a gift to us. So please, you're welcome back anytime. I love that lady. She don't even know it. I love her. I love her. All right, let's see.
So we have to get into this brand new information. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video. Do subscribe to the channel. It's just one click, guys. Join Murad Nation and let's get into this video. We are having a heat wave in London, guys. It is so hot over here. But anyways, let's get into this, where Diddy's former assistant, guys, Christina Korum, is what this lawsuit involves. And she basically, guys, has taken a massive legal win in New York after 6 of the 7 plaintiffs have mysteriously in the lawsuit dropped their claims immediately. Diddy's ex-assistant Christina came away with a major legal win in New York after 6 of 7 plaintiffs dropped their claims against her in a sweeping SA lawsuit tied to Diddy. Latasha Forbes, Billy Cummings, Ian Ferron, Amar Jenkins, LaQuay Applewhite, and a Jane Doe or voluntarily withdrew their allegations against the disgraced music mogul suddenly. The move followed Korum's legal team submitting evidence that she did not begin
Jenny.
working for Diddy until 2013, well after most of the alleged incidents reportedly occurred. Based on the timeline, she would have been younger than 10 years old in some of the reported instances. Wow. In the original lawsuit, Forbes alleged she was 17 in 1994 when Diddy drugged and R-worded her at Bad Boy's Manhattan office. Cummings said she was between 14 and 15 in 1995 when someone assaulted her, and Fearon claimed that he was forced into an act with Diddy. Applewhite accused Diddy of groping and assaulting her at a Miami property, and Jenkins said that he was attacked at a Florida launch party. Jane Doe said that she was drugged and R-worded. The plaintiffs named Korum in the lawsuit for allegedly helping to cover up Diddy's misconduct. The complainant also targeted Sony, Universal, and Warner Music, claiming the labels ignored red flags and enabled him. Korum vehemently denied everything way back in March by basically stating, "The idea that I could be accused of playing a role in this is unthinkable."
These 3 states are quietly letting drivers.
Well, I'm gonna say this. He did say Sony Music, and we know what Sony allegedly did to MJ.
With 6 plaintiffs now out, only one person's allegation stands, and that person's name is Fallon Matthews. She claimed Diddy assaulted her in Illinois in 2014 after a night
Jenny
out
says
heavy
she's a
drinking.
participant, just as
Christina
guilty
Korum's
as
lawyers
Puffy
have
Jacket.
now
Yeah, I
filed a motion today, to dismiss Matthews' complaint, arguing that the laws cited don't apply retroactively. Moreover, they argue that the case falls outside the statute of limitations and don't cover incidents beyond New York City. When they try to find loopholes, talking about statute of limitations and retroactive acts, therefore this lawsuit must be tossed out in my name and you can't be suing me because you basically sued me too late and the time frame and the window has basically been expired, that basically tells me that you did that shit. You might not go down legally, but you're going to go down in my eyes. But if you're trying to say that the only person's, I can't even speak today. What is wrong with me? The only person's allegations that are standing, you're saying that they must be dismissed because they basically tried to sue me too late. The window's been expired. Haha. That's basically what you're implying with statute of limitations, which implies to me that Christina Korum is guilty. Yes, I do believe that there are going to be some people with fake allegations talking about how she was doing things when she was legally 10 to 15 years old. Wouldn't make any sense because Christina didn't work for Diddy when she was like that makes no sense. But I do believe this woman is a witch, her association to Diddy, and I also find the fact that 6 out of the 7 plaintiffs have mysteriously dropped their claims out of nowhere, to me feels like somebody's gone behind the back door, offered them some money to say, listen, withdraw your allegations against me or against Diddy, please do so, and we can forget this and make this all go away. And that's exactly what I feel like has taken place. But the only person that's standing is Fallon Matthews, and what they're saying to the last person standing who might not be able to take this money is, you can't sue me because you did this too late, because of statute of limitations, because of location issues, jurisdiction issues. That is the reason why. When you're playing that card to me, it definitely implies that you are guilty. You are the reason for why this person is suing XYZ, and you're trying to find a quick exit.
I mean, they didn't say no. They didn't say they didn't do it. They just said that the statute of limitation ran out. So I agree with Murad on this. I do. I agree. Jenny said, like Gina. Exactly. It took the money. It took the money. Listen, I believe a lot of these people are telling the truth. And I also believe that they are paid off. And it's handsomely enough to where they decided, you know what, I'll drop it as long as I get that. And I'm not too far away from saying or thinking that some of them may have been threatened with harmful actions done to them. And that causes them to redact the lawsuit. I'm just saying.
They also say the filings failed to meet the legal threshold for a claim. If the court grants the motion, she will be entirely removed from this case. Elsewhere, Diddy is trying to find additional success in the legal world. His team recently confirmed that they reached out to Trump, and as we know about that, we don't need to go into that. And his sentencing will be on October the 3rd. So yes, every single day, guys, there seems to be new lawsuits or new updates to legal lawsuits, even after the P. Diddy's trial and even before his sentencing. So I think that this was very important to cover because we've been discussing Auntie Christina for a very long time, and it looks like in this case, she's actually experiencing a big win. 6 people who have accused her have dropped out and said that, you know what, she didn't do X, XYZ to me. But the last person, he's not budging. He's still standing on that case, and I commend him to do so, because it's not easy when the peers that have come with to join a lawsuit against somebody have all suddenly dropped out. It very much is given. Some of them is, you know, fake with the timeline, and some of them are accepting the money or coin or bribery that I feel is going on behind the scenes, and this particular person is refusing to do so. And what does Christina say? Well, you did this way too late. You're in the wrong jurisdiction. You're in the wrong location. Therefore, this lawsuit cannot be applied. Therefore, it must be dismissed. Trying to find any kind of wormhole for you to basically slither your way through to get yourself completely out of this whole scenario situation.
No offense,
Agreed.
but if you're paying more than $30 a month on car insurance,
Agreed.
Instead of you actually combating it with hardcore evidence, what you're combating it with is jurisdiction issues. That to me just reeks of you being somebody who is guilty from this lawsuit. That's what it looks like to me. So I wanted to break this down, guys, when it comes to Christina. I think that this was definitely a big drop that happened today. Major for her. Obviously, I'm sure that she's feeling very happy. She obviously was hiring lawyers back to back continuously, and now we know why. To basically get her out of this, I feel like she is following the P. Diddy strategy, which is basically build an Avengers of lawyers that can basically tackle this from every single corner, so that the particular individual who's come forward with the lawsuit just feels isolated. And, you know, now this person is going to feel the pressure. If everybody else has gone, let me go too. Let me.
You know, yeah, I'm with you on that, Daybreak 76. I'm going to tell you, KK is giving me Maxwell vibes. She's giving me Colleen Maxwell vibes. Or Grisleen, or however you pronounce her first name. I'm getting vibes like that. Feeling like she helped. She definitely aided. And in some cases participated. I have to agree with Bestie on that. I get that vibe. And it's strong. It's really strong. It's really strong. He makes a valid point. Murad makes a valid point. Not one time did she offer any evidence or receipts to prove that she wasn't a part of it. She just said the statute of limitation ran out. So I agree. I think she's just as guilty. And so you can add her along that list with Puffy Jacket, Auntie Mommy, and her. I think they all belong on the list.
Me drop off the lawsuit too. That's basically what this is giving to me, and I hope that this person does not do this, because Christina needs to see her days. Do you understand? That woman needs to see her days. She already is facing another lawsuit, the Lil Rodney Jones lawsuit, that is going to begin 2 weeks after P. Diddy sentencing. So she's not out of the woods yet, but she's trying to worm her way out of each lawsuit one by one by one. And that's what Diddy's going to be doing over the next couple of months with these 70 civil lawsuits. Some of them are going to be dismissed. Some of them, you know, are going to be settled. Some of them are still going to be active. None of them criminal, but all civil. And that we also have to go through militantly when all of that comes out one by one by one. We haven't had much updates, guys, when it comes to Jay-Z and Rhaenyra and that case. As of right now, I believe Rhaenyra has not picked it up again or tried to come for Jay-Z. So I feel like as of right now, Jay-Z is just going to be wasting money in regards to fees, because the judge blocked him from Rhaenyra paying it, and he's just going to take his dues and just keep it moving. I think that's what he's going to do, in my opinion. I don't think that Rhaenyra is going to refile again. He said that certain things were against him and people were following him or something like that. Somebody was saying on YouTube in regards to his family or his godmother in regards to what they experienced. And so this is a fight for him. And I just don't see him, after dropping it, refiling again, especially when he's representing himself. He doesn't even have a legal team on him. All of it is just expensive and exhausting. And I feel like you're fighting a losing battle when it comes to somebody like a juggernaut like Jay-Z, whose net worth, guys, is $2 billion. Like it's just very difficult. Let me know thoughts, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate.
Let me give it a thumbs up. And let's give it up to Murad Morali for the great content. I have to say this in closing. I do agree with him at the end. I don't think Rhaenyra will file again. And I know he said that he would, but I first of all, I figured that's why he dropped it. I figured that he was being threatened, and that's why he dropped it. And then I knew it was either that or he got paid. He got paid off to drop it. Those are my two things. And I've seen some places where it said he was paid 1.3 mil. And then Murad just said he heard somebody say that Ramir's family was being followed, or he was being followed, or somebody in his family was being followed. But either way, I figured that was it. Because you got to think about it. Ramir has been fighting for this for so long. And so there's no way he would have just dropped it, just for shits and giggles. Something had to take place. So that falls in line with why he would drop it if he's been threatened or anything like that. Hey, once again, it's another great episode of hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. And I thank you all for that. You all make it that way.
Tired of the silence.
I know our time is kind of cut in half as far as what we spend together and what we talk about on here, because we're over on the other platform. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I like the other platform too. I was adamant about it, but once again, I got to give it up to my corner woman, Jenny. She's you got to do it. Why can't you do it? Here I am, I'm doubting myself in true Jenny form. She's like, nope. Yeah, I hear you. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit so y'all can hear me. She's like, yep, I hear you. Yeah. So you still gonna do it though, right? Why are you not gonna do it? Like I told y'all, thought I'd be lying. That's how she be giving it to me, y'all. She nice on here, but I'm gonna tell y'all, she really mean. I'm just playing. She's not. She's great. She's outstanding, and I love her for it. Chrissy, I love you so much. Thank you for that, bestie. And we're having fun on there. It's only the second day. But we're going to keep going. And like I said, for those of you that want to keep up with us in the first two segments, go on YouTube if you don't want to make a Rumble platform account. All right, and you can still keep up with us over there on YouTube. With Adrian, Jenny, Rochelle, thank you all for coming over there. Don't forget, you got homework to do. Hey, my baby's in here. I'm wrapping up the show now, baby. How's work going? Hey, guess what? We have audio. They can hear. It was great. The first two segments went great on the other platform, and we had a grand time here as well. You on break? Okay, everybody, go and follow my daughter. That's my firstborn. That's the one that made me a father. XOXO_Queen K_XOXO. Go and follow her. And I'm going to ask her, too, if y'all sent her a follow request. So you better do it. But you got homework. Go on YouTube. You got to subscribe to my channel, GSmooth404. And you can catch past episodes. You can catch the episode that we did over on the other platform earlier today. That's already there. And I'll have this episode uploaded, or this portion uploaded on there later on. Also, go and subscribe to Tayretta Vision Films, episode 5 of the hottest new web series, Dope Girls, airs tonight at 8 p.m. Be there. No, don't be there. Beat me there. That's what I want you to do. 8 p.m. Come in and watch it, all right? Also, let's give it up for hashtag Truth Podcast, and that's the word hashtag. Please go and subscribe to his channel on YouTube, as well as following him on this platform right here on TikTok. And please, last but not least, go on YouTube and subscribe to Global Impact Wrestling TV. We came back last night. The card was hot. Spartanburg Arena was hot. We had South Carolina jumping. Go on there and check it out and watch me in video game mode kick butt. My baby girl was on there kicking butt. I mean, it was a family affair, butt whoopings going around last night. So go and check it out. Go and subscribe and make sure you watch it, all right? And remember, I love you all. Peace and blessings to you. I love you to life.